Well, before we get to that metaphysical level, maybe baby steps,
Okay.
maybe we can talk a little bit about being constrained by economics. There was another very interesting Native American idea, one of their practices. It was something about a potluck.
Potlatch, yes.
Potlatch.
Yes, potlatch ceremony. And you know, this gets back to, as you say, like ideology or the ideas of how we create societies that function for us. One of the indigenous Native American annual ceremonies was the potlatch ceremony. And it, you know, it abided by natural law. It was so much integral and woven into just natural law, which is that, you know, things occur in cycles. There are cycles of abundance, and there may be cycles where, you know, you don't have abundance. And let's say, for instance, in my collective tribe, that I had a great year. I had good hunting, I had good resources, and things were good. I had more than I need, and therefore I have abundance, I have extra. And so at the end of the year, we'll have a harvest ceremony, and the whole community will come together. And I know of someone in the community who maybe this particular year, they didn't have abundance. Maybe the cycles were such that, you know, they didn't get a good harvest, or maybe someone died in their family and they didn't have the means to have a good hunt. Maybe it was an older woman and her husband died. You know, I have enough meat and I can give her meat to make sure that her well-being is taken care of. And the good of the whole community will offer up what it has to make sure that everyone in the community, their needs are met. And that's just, you know, a basic humanitarian concept. I don't want to call it socialism. I don't want to call it capitalism. I don't want to put any labels on it. It's just about taking care of other human beings. And the cycle may come around. I might have a bad year, and my needs, you know, might be met by other people in the community who had abundance that year and who recognize that, you know, I may be in need of particular things that they have in abundance, and that they can share those things with me. And in doing so, ultimately, they will gain honor in the society, because it is an honorable thing to make sure that your fellow human beings, that, you know, you're looking out for their well-being. And so for our culture to take something like the potlatch ceremony and to make it a criminal offense, you know, that shows how somehow we've twisted some values, and we're no longer serving the greater good. We're, you know, somehow things are being twisted where they're only going to serve a few people, and maybe a few people are going to benefit, but the greater good is going to be sacrificed at that expense. So these are just some basic kind of indigenous sensibilities that we've come a long ways from, that we need to get back in touch with if we're really going to find true balance. Because I definitely would say that we live in a society and a culture that has been skewed off balance by ideas that take us away from wholeness.